Okay. Let's have some fun. Let's play some stream. Let's try some Borderlands 4. So we got the new patch notes, the actual patch notes for Borderlands 4 that just came out today. And let's go ahead and go through those. These are pretty good. These are pretty spicy. Pretty much everything's the same. There were some changes though. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. Weekly activities, additional changes. This is the thing that added auto clearing of Borderlands 4 stale shaders on version update, preventing performance degradation on some PCs. So if you have performance issues with the last major update, this has now been changed, so you should not feel that. Harlow, again, just the same stuff that we talked about before. Stasis slam damage and damage to immune stuff has been increased. Now, here we have some additional benefits to the blue tree for Rafa. This was not present the first time we talked about this. So the Apophis Lance has its damage increased by 10%, and all of the capstones for Apophis Lance, whichever you want to call it, have now had scaling damage, damage increase, hazard damage increase for each one of them. Raiju now scales by 12% rather than 10. Basilisk is 15% damage increase with a 25% hazard damage increase. Gorgon has had its damage increased by 17% as well. And then in the blue tree, these are the same ones that we talked about, but El Catrin has had critical hit damage increase and bonus shock damage increase, and permalast double damage chance has been increased as well. The arc knives have had their melee damage increase. We knew about this, but also had its dash damage increased as well. The rest of this is all stuff that we talked about in the last patch, in the last patch notes video. These values are pretty much all the same. I don't think any. Yeah, this is all almost exactly the same. Vex here. Incarnate has phase explosion damage increased by 16.6%, and Eldritch Blast damage increased by 9.5%. Energy Vampire, though, Heart Piercer, Desecration, Geist Wave, those were all the same in those patch notes. Same thing here with Vexillation, Radiant Entombment, Dreadlight, and Ars Arcana. These got the same exact values. Dreadlight's hazard damage was increased by 100% because it was only like 200 damage, so now it's like 400. The Trouble itself will now do more damage and have a significant more amount of health, 10% on health and 21 or just 22% damage increase. This is the same number that we talked about before. Big breath, big breath. Oh, I'm all spracked out on caffeine and I'm about to sneeze. I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't know why you ask. I'm fine. So all this is pretty good. Into Amon, whatever you want to call him. I'm going to call him Amon because Amon Amarth is a great band. All this stuff for the most part is the same. Blast Shield got a lot better. Molten Rebuke got a ton better. So what's important to note here is Molten Rebuke will still scale as the talent says. Now, though, that scaling of the talent is off of 86% increased damage. Eternal Winter, too, had a 100% damage to its massive forge wave. Stormlance had a big damage increase. All those are present. Glacial Rapture just got a huge increase to its damage and a 10-second reduction in its cooldown, which is pretty significant. Wrathfall too, which will also be a critical hit. So those things are nice. All these are pretty good here too. Let me blow my nose because of that sneeze. So some of this stuff will say per point. Some of this stuff won't. Like Worldbreaker is because it's only a 1 point thing, but it just does 50% more damage. So it just depends on how this is worded. Mostly this is now to scale per point. So just kind of be mindful of those things. That scale increases over time because every point doubles it most of the time, right? Like, for example, Scorched Kairos went 5, 15, 20, 25. Now it's going to go 6, 12, 18, 24, what have you. Crucible, more damage on the actual axes, and the Forge skill does 10% more damage. But now we get such a huge increase to all the augments. Axe and Stone, which is my preferred one over Endless War, will be a lot better. Hour of the Hammer and Blade Tempest are going to be a lot better, which is really good. The capstones of Snowmaul got a huge increase. Storm Surge as well, and playing a ring. Always really nice. Judge Dredge, thank you for subbing up, my man. Tier 1 sub, no less. You fucking hot dog. I love it. Isn't that supposed to be... like that? I think it's supposed to be like that. But with that, we have all of these passives. These passives are all the things that we're going to be using today to test out the new increase to the damage on the summons, the minion summons for Amon. What's up, Demon? How you doing, dude? So Masterwork now is a lot better. Tempered Ice Forge Hammer, the Tempered Pyre Forge Axe, the Tempered Lightning Forge Sword have all gotten better. So we're going to be able to test these out, see how these work. Onslaughter got a huge buff. Big one I want to call out though here. Tritanium Knuckles is now so good. So there's a difference between skill damage and action skill damage. Maybe this deserves a video. It's one of the most important things. This is if you've already played Borderlands, you know this. So let's log in. I don't know where the fuck Smog is. Guys, Saturday, Project Zomboids. It's either going to be with Turn or just me, one or the other. Let all those shaders kick in. We can do that today, dude, Gary. So, skills. This is an action skill, right? We know it to be true. These, so when this says skill damage as it pertains to the character is everything. I'll give you the direct quote from the developer. Skill damage influences action skill damage, which includes things like pets and forge skills on Amon. Passive skills that deal damage, traits that deal damage like Gravitar's, blah, 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 blah. Action skill damage influences only action skill damage. This includes things like, I double copied that, sorry. Oh, fuck. I messed this whole quote up because I said action skill first. So skill damage influences action skill damage, passive skills, traits, all three of those. Action skill damage influences only action skills. This includes things like pets and anything else like the skills lists as damage on the skill. An example of this would be Amon's Onslaughter, which does melee damage with his fists. This results in skill damage, action skill damage, and melee damage. Meanwhile, Vex's Spectres would inflict skill damage, action skill damage, and gun damage as they use guns. So skill damage influences a shit ton of stuff. Action skill damage is just literally that ability. So this ability, Tritanium Knuckles, is stupid strong. So this is my build as is. Let's go kind of like see how this feels right now. Because I got a feeling it's going to feel real Deontay Johnson. I think this is actually the incorrect version of my build. This feels off. Am I on UVH? Yeah. Oh. Well, what we're going to do is, I also have a Rafa build I want to show you guys. That kick over, there we go. Where is, let's do that. You can get a Get a new thing. I gotta also. Ooh. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I always just end up buying these things. Just to have them, you know? Like a $3 million gun. So much shit in my bag. Ah. They gotta fix this bug where I can't properly mark things as junk. How's everyone doing here today, though? You know, a lot of the grenades, man, they're so fucking fun. Like, I think that's one of my big problems is I have a problem with, like, sticking with one ordnance because they've been so cool to play around with. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, actually, this is perfect. What do you mean locked? Okay, go to Ascension Tower. Let's see how this works. You know, Ronan, I'll be totally honest with you. You're definitely, obviously, man, like, you are more than welcome to have your opinion. I don't agree. I love that they're not separate because I found that I just would never use these weapons. Because I would always find that the other ones just did so much better damage, so much faster. I'm glad that they like amped that up and everything. Where am I going? Okay, so let's do this. Oh my god, that did 14,000 damage. Oh my god, this is disgusting. I have so much overshield too. I am invincible. Dude, holy shit, that is gnarly. That is so gnarly.
You will be broken.
Oh my god. Dude, it's ridiculous. Oh, what the fuck is hitting me? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I got lost in the sauce of killing things. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good improvement. I might change some stuff though. I'm gonna get. Oh, I'm gonna build.
Ascension written all over it.
That's the way to the timekeeper. Go.
Neglected to mention the targeting system at the Ascension. Very ominous triangle.
What?
Next time I will die in an even more...
You're managing friends than I am, Vault Hunter.
That was supposed to like stop me and send me back.
1,000 years. And that was exhausting. I
Whatever.
reached my lab in the city.
Like money actually matters anyway.
My assistants
17
and I will
million.
help you tune the capacitor from here.
Yeah, in the actual story that like you like fall to your knees because he short circuits Echo right there.
Well, Spring, how is the irksomely named Dominion City these days? Still the nauseating picture of orderliness?
I'm gonna take this off until Smog joins us.
Music to
Still with the headset on.
with all the ruin the timekeeper has brought my people.
So I sliced like the back of my head open when I was shaving, but I haven't I haven't done anything. I haven't shaved my head in now like almost a full week tomorrow. I hate it. I hate when my hair gets long. Like when I get the full Picard going. There's a fucking bruise that I get on my head from my headset too.
The rail depot open.
Order security measures are quite rudimentary. Redirect the power flow and it should open.
$36 of you guys tuned in here today. Thanks for joining. I didn't think this would go well, but I figured, you know, I owe it to the continuity of me covering this game to cover this patch.
Clear out any Rafa. We'll get started cracking in.
Let me get that back in berserk buff. As you should, dude. No, let me hit him. There we go.
Victory! What is next?
Restore power to the door switch before more show up. The power pylons, Wellspring. Put them back in sequence.
More of the time. You wretches interrupt my concentration.
Yes, what the Order lacks in intelligence, it makes up for in irritatingly quick response times. How about them?
No. This isn't gear dependent at all. I mean, it does require one legendary that makes it so that the forge waves deal melee damage, because then it triggers off of what's going on.
Excellent.
All you need is this. And it's the only thing you need. Everything else is dealer's choice. I got lucky. This is a pretty good roll. Not amazing. I wanted to have more ordnance damage. I'm going to fix this too. Once I put 2 real big fists on, this build will do a shit ton more damage. And put this to ordnance damage as well. So I want Get It, Ahoy, and real big fist, and it will be a Buenisto.
Inside is what I call the VIT area for very important trades. Never caught on, but I bet my beard you'll find an Ordinite capacitor there.
Are we going?
The capacitor is mine. Thank you, Calder.
The mountain stands behind the Crimson
Wildcard missions are how you progress to the next UVH, right? I don't really know.
Zatra, I have the capacitor. You still believe the Timekeeper can be reasoned with? Because confrontation is imminent.
Yeah, you know, Blacksmith I actually don't like as a mod. I've got Blacksmith mods too. I think the better mod is the one that makes Forge Axe give you damage reduction.
Sadistic tyrant isn't the Timekeeper I knew, but I grieve for you. It was always this way. That for 1,000 years I was blind.
So when you have, it makes Crucible give you damage reduction. So when you use Crucible, it does more damage, you do damage reduction. Action Fist is definitely considered. Let me find it. The reason, I'll show you why I like both. Do I not have any Action Fist? Which one's Action Fist? I think it's just, so the reason I like Real Big Fist, J-Jack, is melee damage increased by 15 by an additional 25. So now, basically my Forge Wave does 40% more damage, but here's the big thing. Melee triggers a Nova Explosion for 200% melee damage, and we're already stacking a ton of melee damage up. So this plus, you know, this 40% melee damage, this is going to give me a total of a stupid amount of melee damage. And this makes it so that whenever Amon deals melee damage, your chance to activate kill skills. I did 3x Action Fist and 2. I'm sure that, and I know that that's probably super fucking good. I don't know really how, see, but the nice thing about this is Ordnance kills grant 20% damage. That's a flat damage increase. I don't know though if it's additive or multiplicative. So something you should know, I think there's two big things people probably don't realize about this game. It's the difference between action skill damage and skill damage. We talked about that, right? Action skill damage is only your action skill. Skill damage is your action skill, your traits, and your passives. So it's a flat damage increase across the board on everything. But your mod, your enhancement, your enhancement, see how it says SMG fire rate, gun status effect damage is increased by? Those, anything in this, on this slot is multiplicative. It is a damage bucket that modifies everything at the end, which is super strong. So this gives 17% extra damage at the end. So and it's multiplicative, meaning it is a very substantial increase. That's why I have like this one still. But I like the short circuit after reloading an empty magazine. Guns with Ripper license parts have a 30% chance to increase the next magazine's fire rate by 100, and guns with Ripper license parts increase gun damage by 2% for each consecutive shot fired. This thing's Ripper. So I just wanted to try it out a little bit. I find that I don't really take as much benefit from the top of an enhancement as I do from the bottom of it. Like, I mean, I do have Malawan weapons. Yeah, this thing's Malawan. But I don't really care about on kill with Malawan license parts, but their act status. I mean, that's pretty sick. Kind of want to swap back to this. There's this one too. That's for TDR. I try and remember to use TDR. Yeah, I've got a TDR license thing on here. Nope, nothing. But this is gun crit damage increased by 50% multiplicatively. Correct. It's separate. If it did get influenced by it, it would be in the top section in those boxes. Does anyone know what the fuck that means? GOOJFC? I've looked it up so much and I can't figure it out.
Turned away so easily? You will see.
I've remotely attuned the capacitor from my lab to attract the targeting system, but you'll need to clear the area of order before we begin.
Are not worthy of Ascension. Come closer. The flame of judgment
get out of jail free card? Is that really what it is? Please tell me that's true.
Plaza is clear, Zadra. Now what?
Place the capacitor within targeting range. It should lock right onto it. But be prepared. There's no going back after this.
But I will be in targeting range as well.
Get out of jail free card. Oh my god.
Well, then you'll have to be quick.
It's working.
Is this the actual... Oh, I thought I was dead.
Echo.
Their manager to fuck off.
Emergency fast travel successful.
You're all right.
Just like new.
He laid a trap for us. He knew to target your Echo.
Maybe you underestimated him.
I've watched him work for 1,000 years. He's slow to react for fear of upsetting the plan. That was... improvisation.
I need a gun.
This proves it. He is capable of changing. There is a way for me to fix this. Without killing him. I need to know you will only pull the trigger if you are sure it is the only option.
Easy enough. Okay, so I think we saw that build working pretty strong, working pretty fucking well. That's kind of crazy. I don't know how the fuck that works. Whoa. That's crazy.
Damn it. Where are they?
Okay, let's go to Mobalytics. So this is the current build that we're on right now. You know, we didn't really test Glacial Rapture, but I'm okay not doing that because we look at my build. What we're trying to pull in is just more fun. And if I go further down into this and grab this, like, yeah, sure, this is going to give me shield restore. And yeah, sure, Glacial Rapture is way better, but it's a one-time thing. I'd rather have just the character perform better across the board. So we're going to take these points out, which is what, and this is what the build is right now. We're going to have best defense and titanium knuckles and bring 2 points into Oh, we removed this, I think. Yeah, we totally removed that. Yeah, it's just that whole right tray. The left one's not there anymore. We put one. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I've got to put 2 points into Brimming Vigor. Put 2 points there. Put 2 points here, and that's it. Oh, 3 and 2. Okay. 2. So we get DR from things that we're closer to. I'm missing 2 points. Where do these 2 points go? Oh, stuff went over here. 2, 2, 3, 2. What up, Fervor? Oh, 2 over here. That's right. Blackout. Just remove that. Okay, redline passives. How much, what are we doing? How much melee damage will be doing? Add in, what is the name of this build? Ability. My touch is death. That's updated and fixed. So let's take a look at build planner. I don't know if this has been updated properly. Has it? I don't think that's updated. 165 at top end. Let's break this build out. Let's try to do what a green build feels like. A new green build. And then I'll show you guys my Rafa blue build that I made. That basically is just constant uptime. Oh, all that shit. Again, blacksmith though, like let's take a look at blacksmith. I've got it somewhere around here. Kill still partially restore all forged drones duration for each active forged drone. Amon deals increased gun damage. I don't know what that amount is, unfortunately. I think I've got 2 of these. Type class mod. Rarity. Oh, just this one. Okay. Take that. What's up, Wolf of Mandalore? How you doing, dude? Where's that fucking thing? Isn't respec over there? I see it not. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's do respec all. And we'll do forward skill cooldown rate. This will help us test this. So, 233. Yeah, so that's not correct right now. Because it says 165. We can just play around with it in the game. It'll be fine. So we want... Yeah, that's way better. We turn that on. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to put this into here. We're going to get 5 points into this. 5 points into Masterwork because we want that damage and that duration. We want Ordained Hammer because now they're going to do ordnance damage. We're going to want 5 points here into Tempered Lightning because we want that to do as much as possible. You know, I think of the ones that I could skimp on, attack speed and movement speed could be the one that I reduce. But we need 5 points anyway to turn that on. So we're getting Honed Point. Just critically hit whenever they partially restore a month's actions. Yeah, like that. I like the cooldown restore of this. If I were, though, to allocate points elsewhere, it would be those 8 points. Because I feel like those 8 points, it's not that they're wasted. Thank you, Big Buzzerman, I shall hydrate. I think they're just better spent elsewhere. For instance, that's more damage increase. That's a 20% damage increase to the way that those forged drones work. I'm pretty sure melee damage increases forged drone damage because they do melee damage. So I feel like that is better spent. I don't like the critical hit. So I'm going to try to take that out because I want to see how this really works. We just need more sustain. We don't have sustain in this build. It's the biggest problem with green. I wish Smog were here. He probably literally is taking a nap. Max, if you go back just a little bit in stream, you'll see me playing my blue build, and it's fucking awesome. Here, you can have a link to my blue build. There you go. That's my blue build right there for you. So, we have to switch over to this too. And we do this and this. So we do the forged swords because I like the shock offer here. It's stronger in my opinion. They just got a buff anyway, so I like that. I like it more. I don't like the way the hammers work particularly. That might be better now that they've gotten a buff because you can see the damage is 6,700. These do 3446 per prime stack with the detonation, so it's pretty nice. So T-Jack, this is what we're talking about right now, is the survivability of green is lacking. So let's try to modify this a little bit to bring more survivability into the build. And I feel like we've done that right now, but let's play more. So I also now go with Snowmaul rather than Storm Surge, because even though the Storm Surge got a buff and it's nice, my problem with Storm Surge is the benefit of Storm Surge is it's Forge Storm, and the Forge Storm is localized to where you've used the capstone. So if you miss, it doesn't help. These ricochet and track, and I like this because it's easy to pop someone's shields quickly with my Forged Swords, then use Snowball if they're health and or armor to wreck them. So it's pretty easy. So let's take a look now though. We've gotten our Tempered Pyre Incendiary Melee. We've gotten our Axe Forge Drone Cryo Melee. We have our Forge Maul, which is Cryo Melee. But let's look at something like this. This is Masterworks, going to increase the damage of our Forged Drones across the board. And then Ordained Hammer makes it so that our hammer, which does the most damage of any of the Forged Drones, 1450, 1100, and 892. This now does, it makes it so that the Hammer Forged Drones deal ordnance damage in addition to melee damage. So yes, Scry Society, we use Shatter White to give melee damage to our Forge Wave, and we trigger melee damage to do more stuff. Yes. So we still want to focus on ordnance damage. I don't know if the attack speed is that big of a buff to this. If I were to remove 5 points from this, how much better, how much more damage do we get by increasing this? I think it would be significant. If I come over here, now we have increased overshield. Now we have 20% damage to all skills, action skills or otherwise. And I don't know if this 40% melee damage applies to our Forged Drones. I think that it does. But we also now have best defense. So I gain overshield when he deals melee damage, 9%. What is this? Take a walk. Fuck, tell me, take a walk, you piece of shit. Crucible though does ordnance damage. I wish that there was an overshield off of ordnance damage ability, which I think is right here. No, it's just normal shield. Blue, I can do this. I mean, I think if I could just scrounge 2 points to max this to get a feel for it, I think it would be pretty good. So let's try. Let's reduce our attack speed. Weird, I don't know why I did that. I mean, we lost 10% attack speed, but we still gained all the attack speed benefit of it, of the majority of it. And now we're getting 15% of damage dealt in melee as overshield. So we'll test this to see how this works. And now our Forged Drones will be up for longer. What's up, El Wrath? And we get all the benefits of these. So this will now be up to additional damage here, even more damage here. These get even more damage here. We were talking about that last night, Fervor. I don't think you can play a Mom without Berserk either. Well, because attack speed is still indicative of a bonus to damage per second. And if we're relying on our Forged Drones to really be part of our damage vehicle, I don't want to completely castrate them. We're going to test it. If so, we can just remove these 3 points and put them into Berserk, which I would love to do. So let's go just kind of jump into a fray over here. I still think that the better mod for this build is the one that makes it so that when you use Crucible, you have damage reduction. It's a personal thing. But I think it's the way to go. You know, is the fucking... Oh, another one? I'll pass on that. Viking? Oh, is that a legendary mod? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. 2 more charges, increased duration, and damage reduction while active. Huge, 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 huge. I guess I didn't know the name. So those doing the melee damage does give me overshield. So that is a huge improvement. It's not that that wasn't improved in the patch, but I didn't know that that was a thing. Oh, I did that to myself. I did that to myself. So, it is usable. It's definitely a serviceable build. I hate this bug. There we go. Here's what we're gonna do. Where's that vault? Is it the vault somewhere? I gotta find the vault pieces. Fuck. What's this? Can I just go around like that? Why is this wanting me to go the most elaborate way possible? So.
I swear by the heavens above, I will see you repaired!
Don't mind that. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Happens. Okay, now we can just go across them. We're gonna find out right now, Junior. Oh, is this not like a way up? I gotta go all the way. My ass gotta go all the way around. We just swapped over to it from my blue build. I'm missing something? Might be like quest related. Oh, hi, sorry. Well, let's just try this event. Never done it. Stargate?
This production is a cash sink, sugar. Bring those ratings up, or you're going back to your
Oh
previous
man, this isn't going to be like a kill thing. This is going to be like a so dumb thing.
Another loyal devotee.
file clerk I ever had.
Karlach fighter. Any recommendations for a new player? It doesn't matter who you want to be. That thing. I think it would just matter what class you want to make them. You could simply make Lizelle or Karlach a straight up Battlemaster fighter, and you'd have a great time, dude. Welcome, traveler. No, I have not. But I know Spiff and Brit, so I know it's good. He helped me turn my channel around. It was not doing too well. I can't get to this fucking thing, and sometimes the navigation in this game just fucking frustrates the shit out of me. There should be hopefully plenty of things to kill here.
So is this some sort of public ritual?
This is the Gordello, home of the slaughter.
Good.
Test killing skills live on air. We've got raging fans all over Kairos. I do mean raging. They're real sickies, our fans. Whenever there's a nice juicy kill, our ratings go up, up, up.
A steadfast supporter.
It's a good living.
No, I know, Shiro, but I don't know if it's like a is this like a goofy event where you just do like goofy things, or is it like a kill event?
A whole lot of reward. You kill a whole lot of people. If you just want a little tiny reward, here's that bell. Get into my stage persona. Bye-bye. Don't die.
Listen up, sugar. I'm the owner of this operation, and I've got an assignment for you. Manage that, and you'll get a little something, something. Keep in touch.
Yeah, definitely getting that vibe. Okay. I don't know where that's shooting. Oh shit, fuck. Well, they're doing a pretty good job of sustaining me, which is nice. Oh! Platinum reward, baby. So definitely the build's a lot better, a lot stronger, a lot more reliable. Better sustain because I've modified it. But it is not broken. I think. Okay, so you guys saw me do this area, this arena. Which build do you think was stronger? This build or the blue build that we did right before? Oh, so every round has like a specific reward. That's pretty cool. Again, what do you guys feel was a better build so far? Did you like how fast the blue one killed? Do you think that this one's actually stands on its own now?
Round two. Let's get it on.
Death comes for you, badass. Instant iron. Let them race. Using your noodle to kill. That concludes the round. Get on stage and grab your boots. And your
Again, any thoughts? The sustain feels pretty good. It's feeling better and better as I kind of play it more. I was asking what people thought Fervor versus this build or the blue one. Have you seen me play this build at all? The sustain is actually a lot better. So the melee damage, you know, I think you know, with that in consideration, I think still. So this triggers with your forge drones, Fervor. So this just gives us tons of sustain in a green build. But I think even then, I'm going to pull these 3 points out. The attack speed, yeah, and the movement speed is lower, but then I get this. So I use a forge skill, which I'm using way, way, way more. And soul immunity, bonus cryo, gun damage, and melee damage. So I do get that, which is nice. I mean, if I could get this, that'd be even better. That would be insane. If I pull basically, I'd have to pull points out of this. I'd have to pull points out of this to get there. But I don't think it's worth it because this is such a huge damage vehicle. Okay, so watch how this works. We'll do another one.
I heard a ring. Next round.
Berserk is just too good. It's too good to not want.
When you need your waffle absolutely annihilated.
What is that? Oh, order. Got it.
Round 3. Let's
So watch my overshield just going up on its own. I mean, that's all melee damage, right? So that's all, they're all taking care of it. Can't really miss that. Okay, I guess I was on this. Whatever.
A steadfast support.
Hey, Christian, call me beautiful. You fucking corn dog, you. Flame fuck. It ended right at that. That sucked. Oh, there we go. So a little bit harder to deal with order consistently because it's more dependent upon me getting targeting done proper, like using the right thing, using the right version of the swords. Yeah, the vengeance buff. Yeah, for sure. But I mean, that performed well enough, right? Like I had pretty good sustain the whole time. I don't know how well that sustain though works in higher UVH. That's, I think, a bigger problem too with this build.
Order has ended, but we'll be back in a few hours. Till next time, sickos. We love you, freaky maniacs. You nasty, wet-job psychopaths. Perverts for blood. Mwah!
So, again, I think it's solid. I think it could be better. I think the real problem is the build is good, but the issue is that other builds exist that are better. Thus, the build is like it's like the difference between like an A, B, and an S tier build. I've not tried anything with red. We can try a red build if we want to build that out. But everything else is just that much better than this build, and I think that's the struggle I find with it. It's way better than it was, way better than it was, because I wouldn't have any sustain. I would have been killed so many times in that engagement otherwise. It's funny how build philosophy has changed so much since the beginning of the game, because we were like, nah, you never really want to go off of, you never really want to leave the tree that you're on, and now everyone's like, no, you really don't need to stay in your tree at all. You can get the thing you want and then move on. Okay. Oh, red chest. Guys, if you have a Prime sub you've not yet used this month, use it on me, even though this month is only 2 days into it. But Project Zomboid on Saturday, my bros. I'm either gonna do solo or with Turn, just depends on his schedule. I think Anna's coming back into town, so he will be a busy boy. So thoughts, opinions, what's everyone feeling? How you guys, what have you, so we played 2 different Amon builds. Should we jump over to Rafa now, or would you like me to try? I've never done a red build, so we can try to do a red build together. What makes sense? You guys let me know. I'm gonna go pee real quick. Yeah, let me go pee while you guys decide. Do I show off my Rafa blue build that I've made, look at the improvements to Rafa, or do we stick on Amon and maybe make a red build? You let me know. Say Rafa or red build in chat. Just to split down the middle. Man, I don't know. It gets harder and harder to stream. I might be taking a break from streaming this week, this month. Let's take a look real quick. It cost me $2 million to look at this fucking thing. This is such a broken system. Don't charge me until I've made changes to the actual tree. It's stupid. Okay, so let me take a picture of this. For this, because Mobilytics isn't updated to reflect the newest patch, we will do respec all. Maybe I just go do Rafa. I've already spent the money though, so we'll do this and this and this. This is just feel too necessary. You can't pass that up. We'll do this and this and this. Those are, again, too good to pass up. So I do have the one class mod that turns all damage from him into incendiary. All the enhancements become incendiary and all the capstones become incendiary. So we could try like an uber incendiary build, and I think that could be a lot of fun. So this does bonus incendiary damage with guns. Incendiary melee attack. So see more points. Not really focusing on status effects. I mean, we could. Oh shit, and with salsa, baby. I think we drop 1 point to this. 1 point. It doesn't need any more. Melee damage and ordnance damage have a chance to apply weakness to an enemies for a duration. Weakened enemies deal reduced damage but take increased damage, and they're affected by status effect duration, and in itself is considered a status effect. So I can go get it here if I want instead. But this is for gun crits. Then there's this. Whenever a mon kills a weakened enemy, they detonate, dealing incendiary damage. It's actually a shit ton of damage too. So I could go like, I could try to spec into it, but I don't think it's necessarily worth it. What else is in this tree? Could do that. That makes it so that kill skill, remember this allows it so that whenever I deal melee damage, there's a chance to activate all kill skills. We already have this as a kill skill. This would be a kill skill. So this gives me increased melee damage per stack up to 5. So 50% at max and max shield capacity. This I get damage dealt and damage reduction when I'm close to things. So helps me stay topped off. This I've just put 2 points into to turn on. I mean, realistically, I could even do. Could do this. Ooh, that does a shit ton of damage. So whenever a mon kills a weakened enemy, they detonate. Discombobulate? Which one's discombobulate? I'm not really banking off of crit chance though. Oh, this is gun criticals. I don't really care about this. Weakened is going to happen from melee damage, ordnance damage, and gun criticals. So anything that is now weakened, which I've got 2 different things that can trigger weakened, has a chance that now will blow up for tons of incendiary damage. My other thought was to go down and grab this. Whenever a mon burns an enemy, he also shocks them. But I don't really know what that does damage-wise. This could be good for ordnance damage, but we're not really scaling with lots of ordnance damage. What up, Kier? I kind of like this though too for action skill, because our action skill is going to just take 50 seconds no matter what, because nothing is going to help out with action skill cooldown.
Our modest fellowship
Kier, thank you for
expands.
subbing up, my man.
Praise
21 month
the sub.
streak, you hot dog. 'Cause none of these are. I think I really, the big boom of this is cool, but I'm wondering. Oh, this could be super sick. because this has kill skill. Killing an enemy inside of the Forge Storm restores a mon's action skill duration and increases Forge Storm's damage. Well, I just need to do melee damage, and this has a 24% chance to just trigger that. Rocket Punch now has 2 modes, gain increased radius. So either Incendiary or Cryo. Deals bonus damage based on a mon's max shield capacity. Okay, that's something to consider. Increases status effect while Onstar is active. Pressing launches. So this with the mod we're gonna use, this converts this to incendiary damage. It's kind of nice. So there's active gun damage dealt to enemies will prime them for a duration and will detonate when they die or damaged by a forge skill. The incendiary damage detonation is also caused by the priming detonation mechanic feels really buggy. It's not felt super fluid to me, so I don't really like it too much. Pressing F immediately after a rock punch causes mon to fall attack, dealing non-boss enemies hit below 20 resistance are killed. This will now do fire damage. And Horror Cleave, I can have it do fire damage. I don't know how storing damage works. 40% of damage dealt. Okay. What I like about this, what I don't like about this is a 70-second cooldown. What I like about this is it's a 55-second cooldown. Which, I kind of want to try this augment. I think this augment's kind of the bee's knees. We can swap these out anyway, right? So let's just have some fun with that. And what's worth testing too is this. So look at how the skill's worded. Press and hold to swing a massive forge axe. Launching a forge wave. Wait, let me see this. So that does incendiary melee damage. This does cryo melee damage and freezes enemies and passes through. Enemies killed by Horror Cleave cause detonation, dealing cryo damage. Sure, I do increased incendiary, and maybe, you know, maybe discombobulate is better than this, but with this mod on, Shatter White, with this mod on, this is just Forge Waves now deal melee damage. Scourge just happens to be the most reliable way to get Forge Wave. So you look at the first sentence, the second sentence, melee attacks while Scourge is active, gain increased cryo efficiency within radius. We don't care about that, but this now makes it so that launching the Forge Wave from Horror Cleave is gonna be melee damage, in addition to launching a Forge Wave that deals cryo melee damage. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Does this say that this is like ordnance damage or something? Oh, this one does cryo ordnance damage. Okay, never mind. I thought all Forge Waves were were ordnance damage. Well, that doesn't matter at all then. So let's go grab Sprinked and Sprinked. Look at that guy. Oh, sprinkled. It's nice that red is almost entirely self-encapsulated. I really don't need to go into anything else. Action skill damage chance to critically hit. Additionally, critical hits from direct skill damage apply burn. That's nice. But this is going to give me... Yes, we did, Felipe. And it's better. It's way better. But you have to go into red to get it to work. When a Mon activates his ordnance, his next gunshot is converted into incendiary damage. Okay, I really don't like those. This went higher. Interesting. So if I had actually looked at that mod... So we sprung points to make this work. Those top things don't re-roll. Class mods always have the same bonus. I mean, it's health regen per second, which really sucks. But that's the only thing that rolls. This has +3, and this has +1. I could actually now take those points and go down over here if I wanted to grab this for burn. Among deals increased melee damage to enemies below. I would probably actually put it into this for action cooldown rate. So this should now be... What I might have too with this is... Oh, you're right here. You're right. Forgot about that part. Well, I didn't need anything down there. I just literally needed those skills. I'm not using that. So I put points in here to get these things. I would stop here probably. No, they're not. Yeah, you're misunderstanding me. I'm saying I put points into these to get these. I'm saying because the class mod gives me 3 points here and 1 point here, I could not put the points into them. Because I put 3 points here and 1 point here. This is going to give me 3 and 1. So I wouldn't put any points in these, period. Just let the class mod give me the points that it would give me. Oh, no. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. You know, I don't like Onslaught. I think mechanically it's a really funky... It just doesn't really... I just think it's really shitty ability. I just don't like how it plays. Is you're supposed to use it and have it as a gap closer, but it just doesn't feel like that. I don't even know where to find fucking enemies right now, man. I'm excited to show you this Rafa build. Okay, let's have them all come this way, and we'll just try this out. Okay. It's just too slow. I think you're supposed to spam it. I think that's kind of how it's supposed to play. Feels fine. Fortunately, I didn't have any enemies to really play with it. Can I just like go somewhere fucking reliable with enemies, please? There should be some over this chest right here. Waiting. 8, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5 fucking seconds, going down to 4, and it's 3, and it's 2, and it's 1, and it's just about done. Okay, this thing will get out of control pretty quickly. Stupid. Use it. Gotta be honest, it's not a bad build now. It's just, it runs out like that, now I'm fucked. Well, not fucked, it's just that was like the lion's share of my damage. Not a bad build. Okay, maybe I'm about to eat my own fucking words here. I mean, even just meleeing without using my ability, it brings me back quite a bit of... That's broken. That shouldn't be working like that, by the way. At least I don't think it is. We gotta take a look at the text again. I mean, for someone with shields, I'm dealing with it pretty well. Oh, hit it. There we go. I mean, that thing had 3 stacks? I mean, that wasn't too bad. I mean, I say it wasn't too bad. That was pretty fucking good, actually. I've not seen an enhancement with melee damage on it. Have you guys? What up? How you doing, man? What's up, Frank? That was... I have no idea how it performs UVH5. I'm not on UVH5. If you're at UVH5, you can test it, man. I know you are. I know you are. Yes, sir. We were playing last night. So I still think though, of the builds we just played, Scourge, I had the most fun with Scourge. I think this does better than the last build we played, but I think the last build we played was more fun. The clunkiness of this ability makes me not like it as much. Yeah, Felfrost isn't... I like Felfrost, for sure, right? This one? With Fist of Stone? Fist of Stone. So what does this say? Damage from Fellfrost, Horcleave, Fulminating Fist, and Stormcutter is converted to incendiary damage. That thing was still freezing things, so it shouldn't have been doing that. It says converted. It doesn't say in addition to. Weird. I mean, has anyone been here to watch all 3 builds? What do you think? Because I feel like this punching build's pretty fucking good, actually. Now, here's a good example, though, of something that this build probably really suffers in. Holy shit, that fucked it up. Oh shit. I mean, it's definitely not as reliable, right? Yeah. There's only about to give crap. What are you talking about? Ah! I don't know how this supposed secondary follow-up works. I mean, I'll take it. That's nice to have a secondary status effect that applies. Fucking Zerg dropship up here. So I think definitely for sure coleslaw. I think if I were to redo this build, because I'm not sure how much damage is really coming from this, because I have to kill a weakened enemy for it to trigger. But this has felt like a super strong build, honestly. I think if I pull the 3 points out of here and the 1 point out of here and the 1 point out of here, it says 4, 5, and put 5 points into this. Whenever Amon deals gun damage, he gains increased action skill cooldown rate for a duration. That could be pretty substantial. That could knock 10 seconds off of the action skill cooldown. And I think that's pretty huge. Because it's the only action skill cooldown that he can leverage. This is forge skill cooldown rate. Which we're not focusing so much on. Yeah, I think the only improvements I would do is that. Because this is pretty good, because this is triggering with this. Whenever Amon deals melee damage, there's a chance to activate kill skills. This is a kill skill, gives me cascading melee damage and max shield capacity. Stamina recall tool now. It's just too heavy of an investment. It's going to take 15 points to get into it, and then the things that make it super scary, I would have to lose. Okay, so if I did that, we pulled 5 points off of here. I can't pull anything out of here. This is all encapsulated. I mean, I could reduce this by 2, because we're just doing nothing but melee damage. I mean, if I took out everything in this area, I could make it work. This Forge Storm, I think, is pretty clutch, though. I like this damage over this damage. Yeah, you do. I don't know. I don't feel it. I don't feel that. I'm on UVH 1 and I needed it, I think. We were topped off, but we have no other shield regen. This gives me shield capacity. Hmm. 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 I was thinking, what if I did this? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna take those 5. Action skills active, partially restore action cooldown. I just need a lot of rep kit to do that. I mean, really do ordnance damage. Oh. I mean, the health capacity and rep kit healing is nice, but this just makes it so we last longer. Basically, I was looking at like, what if I focus on a bunch of kill skills for this? So this would make it so that our action skill lasts longer, which is the kind of the big crux of the build. This would give us action skill duration recovery on action skill on using a rep kit. I kind of just like this one because it's just such a like, it fits the theme of the build. I mean, it is gun damage, but dealing gun damage, I was just holding down left trigger and punching nonstop. This is a pretty significant amount of action skill cooldown. 2.5% per stack with a max of 20 stacks. So that would be 40, that would be 50% cooldown rate. So this would be 25 seconds. And all I'd have to do is gun damage. So I feel like rather than trying to create, rather than jumping across, I feel like I would just do like that even just that, I think alone. How much? This is 10%. It's probably more. What is it actually? So 3% per stack. Yeah, so that's actually, rather than 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, it's 3, 6, 9. Damn, that bitch is fine. Then 12. Then 15. Because it's 5 points. So 15% per stack. So 45% total elemental damage increased for 14 seconds after killing something. But my melee skills can trigger kill skills. Increased duration and gun swap speed. Status effect application. Cryo effectiveness is, of course, not something that we want. This effect is double dough when action skill is active. So we have a 37.5% chance to apply a status effect. We get double that, 75%. I mean, I could do this though, since we're trying to focus on gun damage. You like that, Vietnam G? Fucking threw that at you aside, just fucking curveball the shit out of you, dude. So what is that actually? This is 5%? 4%. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It'll be 25% action skill duration increase. Duration is 18 seconds, 1.8, so 3.6 seconds. So it goes up to 21 seconds rather than 18 seconds. Is that worth it though? Do we think 3 more seconds is worth it versus just maybe having better rate, 3 more points, better DR right there? And remember, these will be active. These 2 points will be active. I have 3 points in this and 1 point in this, which has a huge increase in its damage now. 1 point in this is more than 3 points were last patch. Yeah, I don't know. I have to take a look. Screenshot of that. Smoke. I'll send it to you, Fervor. You can test it if you want. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I don't know. So that's Amon.
Your order? Trick question. I don't take orders.
Load Vault Hunter, Rafa Lou. The grind up to 50 is gonna be so fucking boring. Just a bunch of white guns. They're not great. Why does this happen, dude? There's a way to fix this. I don't know how it fixes. I've tried like a bunch of things and sometimes it fixes from that like that. Fucking damn it. There we go. Annoying as shit. I hate order items. I don't like Ripper much more either. Okay. So this build, what we're doing with this Rafa build is going Blue Tree, which is the Apophis Lance. 5 points here into fire rate. Fire rate's nice. Kill skill, whenever Rafa kills an enemy, he gains increased ordnance cooldown rate for a duration. We're using a different augment. We get metal management. Whenever Rafa activates or re-triggers an action skill, his gun consumes no ammo for a duration. It is nice. The first shot fired from a fully loaded magazine gains increased damage. So we want to try to use a low damage weapon, or low ammo weapon. And then we go over here to overdrive skill. Rafa gains crit chance with his guns while overdrive is active. And we get, whenever Rafa shocks an enemy, all shots fired at that enemy are critical hits for a duration. Here is what we're trying to do. We do this. Rafa gains increased status effect chance and also gains further increased shock chance. And this, whenever Rafa applies a status effect, his action seal consumes no duration. Apophis Lance consumes no charges. So this gives us infinite uptime with Apophis Lance. So that's how this build works. We use Project Raiju here because it does a shocking taser, shock damage. If you've never seen how this works, it's pretty sick, and it just got a buff to its damage and its scalar, which is really nice. What's up, Alex? And then Ojo Rojo, Oho Rojo, gains increased hit chance. Whenever crit hit chance, whenever Rafa damages an enemy with Apophis Lance, he gains further increased critical hit chance. So we got a lot of crits in this. There's more that this fills out. It jumps into the blue or the green tree. We get midnight oil, stuff like that. I've got it all like set up. I think. Yeah, let's see. So aside from these, we also pick up gains increased gun damage while overdrive is active. And it's going to be infinite. We're going to be able to just do a shit ton. Rafa gains increased ordnance damage after reloading his gun. This bonus stacks. I don't know if we need that. Oh, yeah, it's because it's ordnance damage. That's why. Whenever Rafa damages an enemy with a skill, he gains a stack of Jacques. For every stack of this, it gains increased overdrive bonuses. So we stack up our overdrive bonuses. And then green, we just make it so that we also deal corrosive damage on top of doing shock damage. Oh, that's pretty sick. Here, I didn't know that. So this is a pretty interesting build. Let me show you what it feels like in person. Oh, damn. Oh!
I dare say that one's dusted.
I've barely played this character. I made the build with Smog, and then I hopped off for the night. Let me see if I can get this going. Which one do I want to do? We'll go with this. So, F. And now we just do this. Look at the duration's not even going down. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. Oh. Look at that. That's the build, baby. That's the build. Oh. I mean, as long as there's enemies to kill, the duration won't go down. Which is true of a lot of things, but the point is that a lot of things require constant hitting of things, right? And this does too. And you're recovering drained duration during that time. This is, as long as I'm wading through enemies, I'm gonna have duration. Remember when I just killed a bunch of these and this would have completed this for me? Can I get a bunch of these already? I got 5. Collect chug tombs from the Fade Fields Rippers. Cool. Anglers. Stop it. Stop it. So if you didn't know about this, you go main menu. They might have fixed it in a patch, who knows, we're gonna find out right now. And just continue again. I thought that build was exciting. No one in chat reacted, so I'm okay with that. Oh. It recycles this guy. So now I've got 2 bounties. Oh, well, that's the actual bounty. Whoopsies. That guy's up here. See you today. Love it. I love it. It's so fun. I don't even have a class mod on. I don't even know what class mod I would use, if I'm being honest. Yeah, the Scourge mode, the Scourge build I think personally, the Onslaught build we just took a look at is more damage than the Scourge build. But the Scourge build is more reliable damage that I can like plan. Rafa is fun for the very limited time I've played him. This build I really like though. I think this build is really unique. Infinite shock build. Oh, now we get to have a real fun. Yes, yes, yes. Oh man. Fuck that, I was looking at my health too much. Yeah, Harlow's damage stacking stuff is really fucking insane. Yeah, once, I mean, I just have, this is a fresh level 30 character, but let me get this thing back online and we can kill stuff again. Oops. Why is this not going? There we go. Why'd that? I pressed the wrong button because I'm like, oh, I'm on aim on, I gotta use melee. Yeah, I think I have potential once I start playing with legendary class mods and such. I don't know what legendary mods really benefit it. There's not really a lot that really go to a focus land. Okay, let's try this again.
Don't try this at home. Now ain't the time to breathe.
I've brought plenty for everyone.
I mean, I need more like defense, obviously, right? I have bullshit on, but that pretty melty. This is just going to be the fastest way to get this character up. Oh!
Another day of inspired life choices.
No, I pressed the wrong button, damn it. Oh, damn it, I pressed the wrong button. Fucking press that damn melee button again. Yeah, totally appreciate it, man. Yeah, I honestly, this is probably the last Borderlands stream we'll probably be doing. It does not seem like you are alone in not liking Borderlands. That's midnight oil, yeah. No, it's no big deal, man. It is what it is. I think also Borderlands has run its course. I knew it wouldn't be a big fixture on the channel. Because Borderlands is one of those games where, I'll be totally honest with you guys, like, I think Borderlands is fun. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm not really going to do UVH5.
Anybody catch that echo
Picture something.
just screaming bolters? Right the splash zone! Sleeping.
Borderlands is like a 2-week game, you know? It's never been a game that holds your investment. Exactly. But it's like, you know, think of Dune, man. You can be jumping back into Dune hardcore right now. And there's plenty to do. And there's always going to be stuff to do in Dune, because it's just, that's what those games are. Maybe you approach it a different way this time, whatever it is. Oops. That's BDO. I think everyone's gonna enjoy Project Zomboid. Those will be fun streams.
Time to lose some lead. Gunners nearby.
Well, you're not wrong there too, Jack. They also laid off a shit ton of people, so. I think people will come back to, oh, Black Desert Line, yeah. I think people will come back to Borderlands in the summer when things slow down. Then again, we'll have GTA, you know?
Oh, no you don't. I like my neck the way it is.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with Nick playing. Yeah, I think it's a super solid build. This just me. Obviously, I don't have any good items, so it really suffers, but I think this build's really cool. No Man's Sky is definitely a beautiful game, man. Isn't this thing? Yeah. I think it's gonna be Fair Obscura. Fair Obscura has like changed the game for the way that those style of games play. I was talking to Ferber and he was telling me how like big it was for his channel, and I wish I'd covered it. I think I chose to cover I think I chose to cover Oblivion. Oh. No, I've not played it at all. Well, we will eventually run out of games, like in like November. I don't know what's coming out in November that's worthwhile covering.
Damn the howlers, I'll give them something to scream about. Don't get suppressed permanently. Well, what have we here? Fresh start.
Got a dwarf king that is fighting on the underground breach from the abyss. I definitely didn't steal ideas from Warhammer. I gotta get back into painting, man. I want to paint my fucking Space Wolves. I want to get the Wolf Guard. Wolf Guard Space Wolves are the new Terminators are pretty sick looking. Price increase for fucking Warhammer fans coming. So who has been here the whole stream that has seen all of our builds? Pick me, coach. This is you've been here the whole time, brother? What build have you liked the most? I did think there was another build I had in mind of this, using reload mechanic and going heavy into reload and constantly reloading, giving myself tons of buffs. There's also a really cool grenade build somewhere in here, using lots of grenade stuff, and the legendary that spawns more grenades. Use this ability, use this. Is it this one? Yeah, this one. You just kind of go crazy with grenades. There's a lot of crazy stuff you could do with Rafa, which I think is pretty fun. Oh no!
This is a fun part!
Man, what a bummer. Nothing really good's been dropping. Phase up this kills. This one right here. Yeah, as long as we do damage. Super fun. Super fun. I think that's super fucking cool. Ooh. Might get pretty spicy. We'll do like one more. And we will end the stream early. So next stream, we're going to be doing Product Zomboid. Again, that'll either be with turn or alone, depending on his schedule. I was just gonna do solo. I can do a private. I can do a public server. I don't really know the game that well, so I have to learn. More fucking SDU slots, dude. Fucking mistake. That's another one, right? Oh no, I'm gonna go down. So fun. And considering too that thing is not. Those are red health bars. Those aren't blue health bars. It's something that Ripper really like. Ripper guns really shine here. When I play a lot, we got a lot. We got okay. I had a nice reinforced house with a freestanding garage and a backyard garden, a big truck with a camper. How did you die? What happened? Really? One more? Okay, you guys talked me into it. You guys talked me into it. Oh shit.
You think I will?
Still no fucking. I thought we for sure would have gotten at least one legendary by now. Yeah, they've been good patches too. They've been listening rather than just like hey, here's just a blind bunch of shit. I'm like, oh, okay. No, we don't want charging. How many times did you guys do this? I don't want to go to get the fucking legendary. Just one. It's probably that shitty shield too.
I'm always ready for a rampage.
Dude, look at that get melted. Oh! Oh no! We're at the pivotal moment. Yeah, I totally agree. I think melee is really wonkopotamus still. Fortunately, melee in these games always feels like that's important. Like, it's super unfortunate. Well, that's kind of what I liked about Tina's, right? Tina's felt pretty good to play melee. No. Hey!
A steadfast supporter.
Did you have the one guy in Tina's? That's the guy I played, the fucking knight. This is such a shit weapon. Has anyone else ever used this? I hate this fucking thing. Projectiles float upward and spawn chop projectiles upon exploding. Alright, genuinely the last one. The lines. Rifle damage is good. Which message? Like it because it's slutty. I love that. I knew it. I felt it. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get another legendary if I do this. Look, I was right. I was right. Not great. It's kind of shitty, actually. Gravity harpoon. That goes. That's pretty cool. That's pretty nice, actually. We'll play around with it for a bit. Oops. Watch out for those barrels, they'll get you.
I didn't hear no bell.
All right, bros. That is gonna bring our stream to an end here. That would be cool if you could swap legendary passives to other legendaries.
If you got the creds, Ziz, why don't you come on back real soon?
So on Saturday, we will be again playing Project Zomboid. Turin will be picking up his wife. She's coming back from Poland, so it'll just be a matter of finding out whether or not he'll be available that time. So I'll either be doing it solo, we'll make a solo world, or we'll just jump in together with him. Or maybe he'll join after he gets done. Whatever is clever, my bros. But guys, thank you so much for watching here today. I don't know what videos I'm gonna make. Next week is Battlefield 6, so that's what I'm gonna be focusing on, I think. I mean, do you guys want to see a build for this? Smog has Rafa and UVH5. I can have him do this and make the footage for it. You can get a sense for how it plays. The nice thing is you can see this build smokes right out the gate. That was Roman behind me. Later, everyone. Wolf of Mandalore, good to see you, man. We'll be back again on Saturday. More of the fun in the sun. I might even stream tomorrow, depending on how time works. We'll see. But guys, thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one. Take care. Wash your hands. Stay safe. And I'll see you, bros, on Saturday. And we'll get... I'll probably pump this last video out for Rafa. Everybody stay hard. Stay hard. Show a dick to him. Have a good one. And take care.